What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another reputation video. Straight Outta Compton was directed by F. Gary Gray and stars O'Shea Jackson as Ice Cube, Jason Mitchell as Eazy-E, Corey Hawkins as Dr. Dre, Neil Brown Jr. as DJ Yella, and Aldis Hodge as Mick. And it involves the rap group NWA, the first rap group ever to hit the mainstream, the first hardcore rap group, and it shows their difficulties on how they started off and like before they made it big, how they got harassed by the cops, and it shows a lot of history on how everything was back then for them. Starting off with the positive, folks, the story was just great. I loved the way they presented this. Now, I was looking up, and I'm not sure if every single detail happened in this movie the way it did in real life. You know, in Hollywood, they always have to kind of twist things around, which I'll get into that later because that's one of the negatives I have about films like this. But as far as positives go, there's pretty much a slew of them. The story had a lot of heart. It was really great. It moved me really, really hard. I have listened to a few of their songs, but I had no idea about the people behind it. Now, I knew about Ice Cube and I knew about Dr. Dre, but them as a group and all the crap they dealt with and all the hardships they went through, it was a tearjerker. It made me cry in some parts. F. Gary Gray, the man who brought us Friday, comes out with the most epic musical biopic in history. He did a really fantastic job directing this film. I can tell he's got a great working relationship with a lot of these old school rappers because he has directed several of their music videos back in the day. Friday from Ice Cube. And he also did that one, It's Gonna Be a Good Day by Ice Cube. And he directed several Dr. Dre music videos as well. So it was no problem for him to get this movie on the ground and to get Dr. Dre, the original Dr. Dre, to produce this. Originally, Dr. Dre, he didn't want to have nothing to do with this film, but Ice Cube persuaded him. And when he heard that F. Gary Gray was directing this, that did it right there. He was on board. They got a really great working relationship. That's good in any case, especially if you're working on a big project like this. The characters was all that, and I'm not going to try to talk gangster or be anybody I'm not. I'm just telling you like it is. They were all that. They were dope. They were great. Eazy-E, played by Jason Mitchell, he did a really fantastic job. As I've said, I have a couple of his songs as well when he did solo. Originally, they were going to go with his son. I forget his name, but the original Eazy-E, his son was up for the part of his father of Eazy-E, but it just didn't work out according to O'Shea Jackson. But he did still have a part in it. And he coached actor Jason Mitchell on how his father was. He coached him in his acting. But I thought they did a really good job casting him for that part.
Come on, say that shit like you believe it, man. Like it's your words. Feel that shit. Stop playing around. Loosen the fuck up. There you go.
Cruising down the street in my 6'4".
Oh, shit. Hey, that was dope, eh?
And O'Shea Jackson, which is Ice Cube's son, he was nervous about playing his father. And with great reason, too. It's kind of hard to follow up, family or not. But all that hard work paid off. I read that there was like 2 years that O'Shea Jackson, his son, was getting prepared for this part. And as far as I can tell, that's how long this movie was in the works. Ice Cube wanted to avoid any part of that because he wanted to avoid nepotism. And I don't blame him there because they are father and son. But after watching the movie, nobody else could have played him as well as his own son.
What you been up to, Q?
Shit, writing rhymes.
You a poet now?
Flyest one, you know, nigga.
This nigga, okay.
He looked like his father back in the day. He acted like him. He had the personality to him. The way he portrayed that part, it was just genius. As everybody knows, this is a music biopic of a group that redefined the rap genre. So the score, of course, was going to be dope. It was going to be awesome. You got all the original music masterpieces, like Straight Outta Compton, and that you've got like others that Eazy-E has sang. And without giving too much away, there was one scene in this film that made me laugh, and it was the moment that Eazy-E found out he could be a rapper. Because at first he was like, "I'm not a rapper. I'm just here for support, and whatever y'all want to do, I'm down." And then, like, whenever he started rapping that one song, Cruising Down the Street in my 6'4", which I got that song, by the way, it took him several tries, and it made me laugh a few times.
Let's go.
Cruising down the street in my 6'4".
Shit.
What the fuck is so funny?
After listening to a great rapper like that, and you see how they start off, it just goes to show you that everybody had to start somewhere. We're all human, and it's going to take us some time to get down our style. Kind of like how I am with my YouTube channel. It made me laugh, and I like the way that scene played out. And it really gave you an insight on how hard they tried. And I really do respect them. This film has a really good message. Everybody was trying to shut these guys up. Was it about violence? Yeah, sort of. But after watching the movie, and after all the crap they dealt with the cops and the law, I'm not trying to say that I'm fully 100% on their side. I'm on the side that gives me respect. And the way they were disrespected, I can kind of see why they had the attitude they did. But basically, it was how, nobody can be silenced. And that's what these guys was trying to show the world. Nobody can silence us. This is how they were. We are exercising our First Amendment right to say whatever the hell we want to say. And respect. And Ice Cube said that.
Motherfuckers trying to tell us what the fuck we can't say. This the NWA. We do what the fuck we want to do. We say what the fuck we want to say.
Joseph Trapanese's score was just perfectly, along with a great soundtrack. The score was just perfect, especially in the dramatic scenes where something was going down, and it really made you feel. It really had that emotion to it. Matthew Libatique's cinematography work was done really well. It gave you that urban feel, but at the same time, you knew you were watching a music bio. The way he presented the shots and the lighting, it really told you straight on what you were watching. And, that added to the emotion as well. This film, by the end of it, it was really sad. It showed everything from how they got started, how the group got started, to when they broke up, and then getting ready to get back together again until Eazy-E's death. That's not really anything because everybody knows that he died of HIV. But the way he was messing around is kind of expected. But that opened up the whole HIV and AIDS issue. If everything happened in this movie that was 100% correct, that dealt with real life, he actually left a note before he died warning others about AIDS. And that was really deep. And I really respected that too. This film is definitely worth it. It's one of those music bios that actually is worth it. Most of these others, like All Eyes on Me, it was watered down and it didn't give me that emotion that this film did. And one more thing about the characters, I loved the way that they incorporated Tupac in it. You have a little cameo by Tupac, and you have a cameo by Snoop Dogg, actually two. And you have this really great scene where Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre is working on a song, and as soon as they started playing it, I knew what it was.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door, ready to make an entrance. So back on up,
Cause we about to rip shit up.
give me the microphone first so I can bust like a bubble. Compton and Long Beach together, now you know you in trouble. Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. Too low down, niggas, so we crazy.
And I have that song, and I blast it just about every day on my way to work. As far as negatives goes, and this goes back to what I said about how how much they twist things to try to fit in a movie. And I don't know if that's the producers or writers' way of trying to defend themselves as to, okay, well, we got to do this so it'll work for the movie. Well, for once, I would actually like to see something like this to where everything was 100% how it happened in real life. I'm not saying that they didn't try their best, because it did. They had Dr. Dre producing it, overshadowing it. I'm not degrading this movie completely because of this. But for once, I would like to hear of a movie being made based on real life events where everything, 100%, everything happens the way it did. Not Hollywood intervening and saying, well, we got to change this scene so it'll work for this scene. No. The way Hollywood works, it's kind of a catch-22, I guess. So, like, in their eyes, they always think that they gotta change something just so something else can work. Hey guys, this is a well-written movie. It was done by people who obviously knew what they were doing. Straight Outta Compton gets an A. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Like, subscribe, get reputized, share. What did you think of Straight Outta Compton? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. Stay tuned for more videos and reviews coming soon. Peace to Rep.